Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I am Sean Anderson, Most Valuable Podcast, and the upcoming segment is from our full Fast Break podcast that we recorded. And if you do want to check out that full podcast, head over to Blog Talk Radio/The Fast Break. You'll be able to find the full podcast over there. But let's now move on to one of our favorite teams here at the Fast Break, the Houston Rockets. They acquire Lou Williams, and they acquire him for pretty cheap. Corey Brewer and a first-round pick in 2017.
Lou.
Rockets don't really need that first-round pick. Lakers do. So I think a smart deal from both sides. I think we completely agree with that, right?
Absolutely.
Magic coming in, making deals. And the one thing about Magic Johnson, and we talked about this a little bit, and I don't want to get too much into the Lakers, but just want to say that, the fact that he's coming in, making deals, surrounding people with, that do know, like an agent that works with James Harden and Kobe, who knows the city of LA, and then having Ryan West, the son of Jerry West, I think is a very smart idea what the Lakers are doing. We'll probably talk about it.
He is the face, and the brains are coming along with him. He's smart, and he's not relying on himself.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about Magic a little bit more, but really what we're talking about is the Rockets and the addition of Lou Will. We saw it last night against the Pelicans, 123-99 win for the Rockets. The bench put up 77 points.
Jesus
Lou Will hitting
Christ.
7 threes.
7 of 11. That's efficient.
That's fucking stupid. That's where that is. Lou Williams utterly killing it in his first game. And now the question that I want to ask is, are the Rockets the biggest threat to the Warriors in the West?
Yep. That's just, you can just stop right there. I mean, if you guys don't mind. The Spurs are a wonderful team, but, and I think this is where it differs, is because the Spurs will win through like grit and Kawhi Leonard, who is quietly one of the best young, and I say quietly, we all know it. He's one of the best two-way players.
Yeah,
he doesn't say shit though.
Probably the best two-way player.
Yeah, absolutely. But you beat the Warriors through out shooting the Warriors, and I think it's one of the fun. I'm sorry, this is new age NBA. It's just fun to watch you go out there and drop. It's gonna be like 140 to 135. It's gonna be absolutely ridiculous and just bonkers amounts of offense. And Lou Williams, could you not have been like, we've got the number 2 6 man in the league. It'd be good.
Yeah.
The number 1.
It's crazy now that looking at the stats line, you bring up the Houston Rockets stats. James Harden leading the team in points per game with 28.9 points per game. Who's number 2? Lou Williams, 27.
But he's only averaging he's under 30 minutes a game, right?
Well, I'm just joking. Plays one game, and he's already second in points per game. But no, it's the fact that you look at this team and the way that they're built. James Harden driving into the lane, always creating contact, going to the line. But now he's got this addition of passing where he hasn't had a game under 7 assists. And you look at this and having the addition of Ryan Anderson, Eric Gordon, now Lou Williams, having guys that were already there like
Trevor
Ariza and Beverly. I was forgetting about Beverly's name. Even Sam Decker bringing his triple decker threes. There's so much there for the Rockets. When we say that they're a threat, because I agree, I think they're the biggest threat to the Warriors out west because of their shooting, because they can match that shooting, and we haven't seen that from any other NBA team.
Yep.
When we say a threat, how much of a threat is it? Can they actually beat the Warriors?
I think legitimately they can take them in a series.
And what is it about the matchup? Is it just the fact that you can shoot with them?
It's the fact that they can not only shoot with them, I think they can outshoot the Warriors. And that's just because you have so many guys who are phenomenal offensive weapons, and let's be honest, when you're that offensive, you take some breaks on defense, but that goes both ways. That goes against the Warriors as well. And I think the fact that the Rockets also have a big man down low who they can rely on is awesome. So now you have, you're an outside-based team, you can rely on getting some of those rebounds. You can go down in the paint and get dirty if you need to. And like I said, James Harden is a god at getting contact. I've never seen someone get so many calls in my life. And it's just like, what are you?
Even when he lays on people's back, he gets a call.
Technically, he was fouled first. As angry as I am about all of that, 3 out of the 5 times they brought it up, he was fouled first. He just does it to get the attention.
With contact.
But yes, so I think they can. And I think that this team is just bonkers, absolutely bonkers offensively. And I'm so happy that I was so high on James Harden before the season, because I get to go, I was right.
It's true.
Good feeling. It's a really good feeling.
Yeah, and the one thing too, you look at the matchup of at least Steph versus James Harden. From that point guard position. And, James Harden, he doesn't rely on that 3-point shot, so he's going to be more efficient going to the line, going to the hoop, and especially without a rim protector.
Going to put you in foul problems, too.
Yeah, especially with a true rim protector. Draymond's going to rack up fouls, Zaza's going to rack up fouls, and then after that you got JaVale McGee, who hasn't been bad at all.
I would say, that kid gets so much shit, but he's not terrible at times.
Yeah, but and then the one thing, though, is he'll be able to drive in, so I think he might actually have the advantage over Steph, as ridiculous versus Steph is, but the fact that, he's played the second lowest amount of minutes as a starter in his career, KD's played the lowest amount of minutes in his career, that fact that they haven't really been on the floor at the whole time, it might take a while for them to get speeded up and get going, so that if the Rockets somehow fall to the 4th spot and they have to face the Warriors in the second round, the Warriors not be clicking at 100% with KD, Clay, Draymond, and Steph on the floor at the same time. So I think Harden actually has the advantage over Steph when it comes to
Harden
that
low-key
position.
is playing defense too. I don't know if a lot of people out there want to admit it, but he is actually on ball, one of the better defenders.
Well, and that's the thing Mike Rankin brought up today when I was talking to him, was the fact that when he was in OKC, he was one of the best defenders. He was utterly phenomenal defensively on OKC, and then he obviously goes over to Houston. He's like, no, fuck it, I'm playing offense.
Yeah.
And offense only. But now if he can really bring that back, he can stop Steph. He can at least not slow down
he's got to
Steph.
shoot 30-foot contested shots regardless.
Yeah, and he can at least slow down Steph. And
Yes.
we saw that in the finals that Steph did slow down a lot and significantly. He was banged up, but he did slow down significantly. So
having someone like Pat Beverly there to also be a defensive stopper. I mean, I think this team, Mike D'Antoni, genius. Like, when you get a coach who has the assets to fit their system, like, this is like a perfect marriage. Like, I don't even know how they worked their way into like getting this many players who fit the system, and how well D'Antoni's system just absolutely makes them look so much better than on their own any one of these players could be. Like, it is one of the best matchup wise for them, and I think that, like I said, I think matchup wise, even against the Warriors, they are going to compete, and I think they can win.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get crucified for that, but
I agree with you though,
Yeah.
because then you even take with Ryan Anderson, kind of staying out on the perimeter. That's going to take Draymond away from the middle, and that's going to allow James Harden to drive more. You even have Trevor Ariza, who isn't a bad defender in himself. He's not going to stop KD for fuck's sake, but he's going to at least slow down KD. You look at the matchup from the shooting guard position. Eric Gordon is probably a better 3-point shooter, and same with Lou Will. They're not good defenders or great defenders, and it's going to be difficult to stop Clay. So I think that's really probably the only position that they have a true advantage. But and
no
small
one
forward too. But outside of that, I think that they can cause problems because Clint Capella's been decent. So there's a lot there for the Houston Rockets that I'm not saying the Warriors win easily.
And the upside is a couple guys can get hot every night, and that's what we've seen out of them. That's why they're one of the highest scoring offenses in the league. I mean, you have Klay Thompson, who is literally, if he gets hot, no one's hotter. But on the Rockets, you have 6 guys who can shoot threes better than 80% of the league. Shit, probably better than that. Probably like 95% of the league. I think earlier this year they had like 4 out of the top 40 or something. I mean, I'm sure it's even better now, but it's just, this is a team that is absolutely bonkers, and I think they've built a team really smartly to compete in today's NBA.
Yeah, and you look at this, I mean, right now they're shooting 43s per game, which is nauseating. 43s per game compared to the Warriors, who are shooting around 32.
Slouches.
Rockets hitting like 14 of those. Golden State hitting about 12 of those. So it's going to be definitely interesting to see what takes place against the Rockets and the Warriors. But again, like you said and like I said, I think this is a team that can really
They can challenge. They can challenge the Warriors in the series.
And especially if this is the second round, I think it might be a very dangerous matchup for the Warriors. This is something that we have to kind of take in and watch out for when the playoffs do come around. Thank you. Oh, shit. Oh, it's just one of our videos scared me a little bit. Don't forget to check out that one. And also don't forget to check out patreon.com/mostvaluablepodcast. But thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.